Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Summer here to talk about the structure of my AP classroom and what students can expect. So the first off the bat, the way the AP Chemistry test is designed, it's two parts. The first 90 minutes is 60 multiple choice questions. On this, no calculator is allowed. The second part is 105 minutes and there are 3 long form free response questions where calculators are allowed, and 4 short form free response questions where calculators are allowed as well. It is my hope that every student who is enrolled in my class will take the test in the spring. Supplies that students will need for my class are 2 notebooks, 1 notebook for notes and classwork practice, and 1 exclusively for lab. The reason exclusively for lab is if a student scores well enough on the AP exam that they are trying to get college level credit for my course. Some universities require students to show proof of lab work and their lab notebook and journals in order to prove that they've met that freshman lab component. They also need a graphing calculator. So if they don't have one, they can check one out from the library. I have also heard an ad for Staples that Staples.com has them about $55 off on sale this week. They need a Chromebook and Perseverance. AP Chemistry is outside of calc-based physics, AP calc-based physics. AP Chemistry is the hardest AP class that is offered. It's going to be hard for students. It's going to be challenging, and I need them to come and persevere and work through some of those difficulties and challenges. I will help them if they are willing to persevere and keep trying in my class. So the structure of my class, non-lab day structure, is before class, they must watch the assigned AP classroom daily videos that are assigned under an AP classroom prior to coming to class. That allows students to and they need to take notes with those videos. It allows students to have a prior exposure to the content that we're going to be discussing, so it's not brand new information, and they're coming ready to ask questions and dive further into the content. In the beginning of the class, as a whole, we'll complete the day's topic, I do, we do, you do notes. If you want, you can ask your students to see their Unit 1 packet. It's about 56 pages with notes and stuff that we will be doing and taking. And we complete the I do and we do as a whole group class. And then the middle of the end of class, they'll work in their small groups. They'll work together. There's about 15 students in this class. So a lot of them ABB. They might be working whole group or small groups working on the problems. The you do problems, about 5 to 7 of them on that packet. And then also one of the tools that we have is this OWL, that is a bad color, sorry, OWL online practicing. It comes with our online textbook, and students, it assigns problems and it also scaffolds them for them. So if they're struggling on ones, they can get different hints and tips for it. So the online programs that we are using are the AP Classroom, as well as their online textbook and Classwork. So we're using the Zoomed All 10th edition, and that is an online textbook. And then that OWL Classwork problems. So grading in this class. Daily classwork is not going to be graded. It allows students to have a little bit more ownership of what they need to practice in order to to understand fully the concept. And it also allows us to do a lot more group work and understanding, and then allowing that scaffolding option on the online assignments where they can get more hints and tips and feedback that way to learn. Because there's a lot of practice that is involved in this class, and seeing problems worded differently but are talking about the same concept. It's a lot of word problems and really understanding what the question is asking. And that just takes a lot of practice of seeing problems over and over again. In the 30% category, the learning experience category, there are going to be weekly quizzes. So their weekly quizzes will cover topics from that week as well as previous material. chemistry builds upon itself. And so what I don't want happening is that students forget everything we've already talked about in order to concentrate on that concept, because that will not bode well for their taking the test in May. And then certain lab activities, if we do a lab on a Thursday and the quiz is on Friday, there might be some questions from the lab on that quiz. And students can always reassess, complete revisions, and redo those quizzes in order to improve their grades. So if they didn't do as well as they'd like one week, they can come back the following Tuesday and meet with me, and we can go through it, and then they can reassess and take another version of the quiz. In the 70% category, there most definitely will be the unit tests, and the unit test structures will mirror the AP test structure. So there will be a multiple choice non-calculator section and a short answer, short form and a long form question structure that delves into that unit's concepts. Depending on time allows, I would love, if I had an unlimited amount of time, to dive into formal lab reporting, writing those and creating those. We will see, but if we do end up doing a formal lab report, it will also be in that 70% category. So I am extremely excited that we are offering this class this year and I get to teach it. If you have any questions regarding anything about the structure of my classroom or anything I didn't cover in this video, please don't hesitate to reach out and email me at ksummer@sd27j.net. I look forward to working with your students and getting them prepared for that AP chemistry test in May.